We are starting this episode off right. What a drop right there. 3 Ranar seeds. Hopefully that kind of RNG and that kind of money keeps up for the rest of this video. I have a feeling that it will. Just as we follow it right up there with a Snapdragon seed. Literally you can see in the inventory, I've got 2 sets of Wyvern bones in there. It was literally the next kill. Couldn't ask for better than that. Except for maybe a Visage. I'll take a Visage. As is tradition, we gotta get that weekly free rune crafting XP, right? Oh man, drink it right up. Lovely. Another 3 Ranar seeds here at the Skeletal Wyverns. Oh. You know what? I love this damn task. And I find that the task is so much more enjoyable and really a lot easier as well since buying the Ancient Wyvern shield, as you see I have there. I was doing with the Dragonfire shield before, but yeah, not being ever frozen it makes it such an infinitely easier task to do. It really does. With this next mighty blow, we finished our task. We can head back over to Duradale and hopefully get something awfully delicious and juicy. What are we going to get? Cave Kraken. Nice task. Everyone knows we love the Cave Kraken. Maybe we'll get the pet this time round. Let's see. You know, don't mind me just taking a short detour before we start. I still had a clue scroll in the bank from the Wyverns there, so I figured I may as well complete that before going and doing Kraken and maybe even getting some more. So yeah, let's just run around all of Gillinor and hopefully get some nice loot from this. And with this next mighty slap, Sardoman Wizard is down. Nice nature rune drop. And we got a diggy that hole. Casket acquired. So I also had an elite clue in the bank. And I figure I should probably do that as well. So we're off to the wilderness for this one. We've got to dig here at the Fountain of Ruin. You know, the wilderness just always makes me fucking nervous, really. I've been PK'd so many times with clue scrolls. Or with the caskets. Thankfully I then learned about clue boxes and always take one with me, and it's taken a lot really of the overwhelming anxiety out of visiting the wilderness. But anyway, that speed through the rest of this Bando's kill because I was just taking things easy as shit and wasn't trying to be efficient. And there, with the Bandosian Guardian out of the way, we can dig and get our next clue. Another wilderness step. Oh, good to me. And another player! You have no idea, really. Again, this is obviously recorded in post, but look at them running away the fuck. But my heart kind of went a little bit as well, and then as they ran away, I kind of thought about chasing them and trying to attack them. I decided not to, though. I'm a good boy. But I don't think they knew that. I ended up following them actually the entire way back to the obelisk up here, which is the way I was going to travel back to get out of the wilderness anyway. But they must have been slightly nervous, to say the least. I think they were charging glories. Maybe they had an eternal. Maybe I should have PK'd them. Maybe I shouldn't be so nice. Nah, who am I kidding? They probably still would have killed me. We then made it to the wilderness resource area in one piece to answer the world's most difficult question about scorpions. What are we getting next? Hopefully not another wilderness step, right? Sherlock. Could be a hell of a lot worse than that, really. Oh, Mr. Holmes. What have you got in store for me today? Something new, maybe? Catch a shark. Done it before, can do it again. Back at the fishing guild. Come here, little fishies.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I finally caught the shark. That took way longer than I would like to admit that did, really. Yeah. Brilliant, yeah, second one, because I need to. Thanks. Monsieur Holmes, I have finished. What am I getting? Give me a casket, please. I can't be asked for this fucking running around anymore. Oh, serious? Easy enough. After a hard-fought battle with an Armadillian Guardian, we have our next coordinate clue, Dragontooth Island. And with another powerful spit, it's disgusting, an Armadillian Guard is down, we dig, and we get our casket. Let's go do some cracking. Are we going to get lucky here with our very, very first kill of the entire task? No. No, we're not. Okay, I guess the 2 Torstol seeds 8 kills later will make up for it. I guess. Yeah, they will. Upcoming here we have our 1000th kill of the Kraken. Come on now. This has to be a pet, right? Has to be. Everyone knows that it's got to be a pet. Or oak planks. Those are the same thing, right? Right?
No.
Right? 52 kills later then, the next notable thing, we got a magic seed there. Nice addition in terms of value from the drops. But again, hopefully we get something real special real soon. Another magic seed not too far after that same trip. I'll take that, thank you very much, Mr. Cave Kraken. A little bit then into the next trip we got yet another magic seed. Building up quite a collection of these little guys. Will I sell them or keep them? Well, looky here, I've got a jar of dirt. Probably one of the lowest value jars in the game. But very nice to have either way. I have a jar of dirt.
And guess what's inside?
Luck is with me today. 2 Torstol seeds 5 kills later. And a magic seed shortly after that. Very good. A bucket. Thanks, Jagex. I've always wanted my own bucket. So by this point, I've been here for longer than what you may realise. Really, it's not that bad though, because as I've mentioned before, Kraken is a pretty chill boss. You know, it's relatively AFK. Obviously, you can see I'm out of food, so I'm praying protect from magic, just so that I can get through the kill without having to bank and come back, because I do pay for the instances. But there is my Slayer task finished with a worthless drop of antidote. But let's go back to Duradel and maybe get something just as good as the last 2. What's he going to give us today? Black Demons. We are going to go... Why can't I speak? We're going to do Demonic Gorillas. My first time ever doing Demonic Gorillas. I have the spooks, as you can see, from my knees doing the clangly janglies. There we are then, the first time in the Demonic Gorilla Caves, really, since the quest. These fucking tormented ones keep getting in my way and keep fucking attacking me and shit, though. And it's kind of pissing me off a little bit, but these things are going to take... Let's say a fucking lot of getting used to for me. You know, I'm not used to having to do flicks and switches and whatever else. Obviously, as you see from the content that I put out, I don't do anything extraordinary. Oh, Boulder, thanks. I don't do anything extraordinarily complicated. But with these guys, you know, it's the fact that you have to alternate your weapon based on what they're praying against, and then plus you have to alternate your prayers based on what their attack style actually is. So. Yeah, but honestly, I'm glad I'm finally doing them and finally learning them. I don't like that I kind of lock content off for myself and tell myself that it's too difficult or whatever. So I might actually do God Wars at some point in the future, huh? Huh? Nah, I wouldn't get too optimistic about that. But let's continue on with this task and see how we go. So that first trip didn't go amazingly well. Let's put it that way. It didn't go amazingly well at all. You know, I got 7 kills, which honestly is better than I maybe even thought I would do. But you can see get there what I got. You know, we got 2 rim plate legs, a dragon skimmy, a drop of sharks, and some javelin heads and some herbs. Really, honestly, not awful, but there is definitely a bit of a learning curve there for me, especially, you know, going from something as AFK as Kraken to something as attention requiring as these guys. But I'm sure I'll get the hang of it and maybe even get more than 7 kills in a trip at some point. So I decided to pivot and go from something super high attention to probably one of the most AFK activities in the entire game, cutting redwoods. It was a nice, relaxing experience for a short amount of time, because we do got to work on that 99 wood cutting. We're sat at 95 right there. We're so close, we can practically taste it. That gorilla got some cheeks though. They'd be doing squats. That is nice right there. 2 Torstol seeds. It's like we're back at Kraken. Or the Wyverns. I think we got good drops in both of them, really. Nothing spectacular here yet. But everything generally, you know, is pretty good. It seemed to get really like 30k a kill, which really isn't bad, you know, especially if you can kind of work out the flicks and so on. The method that I'm trying really is whenever you're using the blowpipe, so whenever he's protecting, or they are protecting from melee or from magic, well, no, they won't do that, they'll just alternate between what you've got. But you take a step back from them, and if they follow you, you know they're going to do melee. And if they stay where they are, Jesus, I can't fucking speak at all. You know to protect either from range or from mage, and you've got a 50-50 chance really of getting that right. That's kind of what I gather so far. Obviously, by no means an expert, but if I'm doing it that way, I take at least a little bit less damage. Progress, right? 2 Ranar seeds. There we are. Finally, we're making a little bit more money other than the 30k consistent drops. I suppose, though, as you can see in the inventory there on this trip, I've got 2 Dragon Skimlies as well, so basically 60k a drop. Really not bad. These guys, they are nice money, but as I keep repeating over and over, I just got to get better at fighting them because I'm really not good at it. Hey, an elite clue. We know how much I love clues, right? I'm only fucking. I kind of do enjoy doing clues. Elites though, they take just so much goddamn work. But you can see there, I'm too busy thinking about getting the elite clue. I'm not even fucking paying attention to what attack style I'm supposed to be using. Sitting there shooting the blowpipe at him while he's protecting from range. But again, we're still just working on getting used to it. But I think after this here, yeah, there we are, is the task complete with a rune plate skirt to finish it all off. Back once again to Karamja. Up we go into Shiloh Village's finest treehouse, to our caped companion Duradel. And we're gonna kill cave horrors again. I don't think I've ever had a cave horror task before that I can remember, or if I have no masks. And on the way there, we encounter a genie. Again, nothing quite like extra free rune crafting XP. A superior foe has appeared. I've never killed a superior of these guys before, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get really lucky and get some really good drops. Obviously the kill is taking like 2 goddamn seconds with the cannon and my stuff, but you know what? We got a Ranar, nothing else. And a Longbone. We gotta love those 1 in 400s, right? I think it's 1 in 400 here. And another one, because you know what? Let's just make a collection of these super goddamn long bones, put them all together, maybe I can stand on them, maybe I'll get a little bit taller. Nah, it's free construction experience, it's really not all that bad. And a hard clue scroll. This is becoming quite a clue scroll centric episode. Well, not really, but quite a few clues here, which again, isn't always a bad thing. I'll maybe do them in a bit. Torch Toll Seed right there coming in for bank, might be the most common drop in this video. Another superior. Black Mask, and Sold Head and Nature Runes. Cool thing. So I'm off on a bit of an adventure here to do the hard and the elite clue that we got obviously from the demonics and then from the cave horrors. So I'll fly through all this and then we'll see you at the end. I came here without the nails to make the fucking stash unit.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So there we are with our 2 hard and 2 elite clues that we've gathered up through the course of our Slayer adventures on this video. So let's open those up and see if we get anything worth writing home about. 99k, not bad value for a hard, average is about 50. And then 170k there, well 179k, not bad. Bucket Helm from the elite, not great value but nice to have a unique. And the final elite there, again, decent value, no uniques in that. But certainly could have been a hell of a goddamn lot worse. I've seen much worse than this, I've had worse. But look at my beautiful helmet. It's the best in slot. So after we finished off with those clues, we went back to the cave horrors in order to finish up our task. We got yet another superior. I was actually kind of shocked just how many superiors really I was getting on this task, because I'm really not used to getting even close to that many really from tasks from any other monster, and I think they're a pretty standard spawn rate for the superior. But this time, anything good? Black Mask? No. My pretty. There it is, my first ever black mask drop on the account, worth just shy of 1 mil at this point in time. Really not bad at all. Again, this task is pretty chill. I just turn auto retaliate on, let the cannon do all the work. Very, very happy with that. Another superior. What's this, the 4th? I mean, this is really crazy. Again, I think they have a fixed spawn rate. But we're going to get that eternal gem. Is that what this means? Is it giving us all the RNG? Nah, of course it's fucking not. Why would it be? There is our Slayer task completed. All we got to do now is pick up our big old heavy cannon, head back up to our finest treehouse friend in Karamja. Is that racist? And get a new Slayer task. Now, Dordale, be kind. Trolls, you know what? Pretty boring task, kind of standard. We'll pick that up next time. But for now, we gotta spin that wheel. We gotta see who wins that 1 mil. Let's get on that. So I actually did record this audio live through OBS while doing the wheel spin, but it didn't fucking goddamn work. So this week we have 3 entrants anyway: White Rosie 48, Dunsterin and Rufus Shaw. If anybody wants to enter to win a mil, pop your RuneScape name in that description down below, but let's click here to see who's picking up this week's 1 mil. Honestly, see if Rosie wins again. It's Dunsterin, my boy Dunsterin. Dunsterin, hit me up in game and I will arrange to meet up and give you your winnings. Congratulations. Thank anybody who watched the video to this point. If you haven't already liked the video, I would appreciate if you would do so, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. And I'll see you in 2 weeks for another RuneScape video, right on schedule, every Sunday. Thank you very much again, everybody. Have a good one. Bye bye.